Hey, I hope I'm live. If you're out there,
We hope.
I don't know. Normally, I can look at Piggy's screen and tell we're trying something different this week. We're on Restream, so I'm not going to have my intro music.
Refresh this and see if it comes up.
So, Miss Melinda, if you're still in there, and if I'm live, will you please let me know so I don't know. But with Restream, I'm trying to get used to this, so I don't know what's going on. I see Piggy's got a commercial on his screen, or an ad. Let's see what this is.
Linda, that's all I see right now.
Yeah.
Hold that picture on it.
For it to be my laptop camera, it's not bad at all. And it's only at 720p, so that's
Right. I'm talking about being on Restream too.
yeah. Hey, Lone Cross Scotty, can you hear me? First of all,
Lone Kraus.
I was just saying I'm trying Restream for the first time, and I'm hoping people can hear me. I don't know. I'm not using my phone. I'm using my laptop. Good, good, good. I am good. That's all I needed to know. Right. Couldn't put on here what my uh, Josie new image. Hello. New image landscaping and tree service. So we got Scotty, Melinda, and Josie. Um, couldn't put what the trivia is about on here because it won't let me do that. Just let me put my name. Josie said, Piggy.
Josie.
Um, but the trivia tonight is about mixed drinks. I was trying to come up with something different tonight's topic. Yeah, we've had a week. It'd been a week, I think. We did our daily thing, got Piggy back on schedule doing his videos. And then I'm wore out. It's been raining here today. And if it sounds chugged up, it's because everything up in here is clogged up. Indiana Chris, welcome in, hon. I feel like I'm in an echo chamber. So if my voice goes up and down, and it's because it's echoing in here and I don't know how loud I'm actually talking. No, not a Restream. It is it's like StreamYard, but it's called Restream. It's the new thing everybody's using. Hey, Troy, Real and Virtual Outdoors. I thought I would try it just to see if it did better than StreamYard. Um, it's easier to set up than StreamYard, I can tell you that. Um, so, other than it not having everything that StreamYard has, as far as me being able to put my intro music and stuff in, no, it might have that. I just haven't found it yet. Yeah, Chris, it's my sinuses right now. I mean, last night here, all the way down in here, and all across in here, it was just like somebody was sticking a knife in my face. That just everything hurt that bad. Then when I got up today, it was like everything's draining. My ears are stopped up, and I've got congestion all through here. But like I said, it's also been raining today, off and on, and it just don't like me. But that's okay. Piggy and I'll get it worked out. Hey, Sampy, welcome in. Yeah, Josie, I did too, but that's the name of the chat. The thing is Restream, and so I'm trying it just to see what it does. It like StreamYard, it's free. Do they like StreamYard? There are upgrades that you can pay for. Now I don't know how well it'll do on phone. Piggy's, I think, going to try it on his phone. Uh, but on the laptop, it actually pretty good. Yeah, just say like StreamYard, but a different uh, name. And Restream can be used on Microsoft Edge as well as on Chrome, whereas StreamYard can only be used on Chrome. I know he said something the other night about he was probably going to that he liked Restream, but that he had a hard time reading the comments on it. So I don't know. This is just my first time using it. Um, I thought I'd try it to see, and by doing this, it actually keeps me from having to have my phone and everything else up. Um, I mean, I could. It's just that less I have to fool with right now on the phone and the laptop, better off I am. But again, tonight's trivia is going to be about mixed drinks. And let's see, what else we got to talk about from this week? What did we do this week? We took her Monday through Friday, had a really good week. Um, did my videos this past week. Don't know how many of you saw my video from yesterday, but oh man, it was good. I made a taco-rito. For those of y'all who didn't watch the video and don't know what I'm talking about, I did a taco burrito. Yeah. So, on the race stream, if you're talking about that, oh yeah, you see anything? Yeah, that's anything. If it's something new, you gotta learn it and learn how to do it and learn how it goes. Learn what all the little buttons are for, and I'm getting there with it. Um, we do have 15 questions again tonight. Uh, yeah, I actually broke down yesterday. I was wanting something sweet, not cake. I'm tired of cake. I've made so many cakes lately. Uh, I did make that pecan pie dump cake and took it to the ladies up at the daycare. They liked it. Melinda, it was good. I wound up eating two of them. I ate one when I made them, and then I made one later, and then I made Piggy one later. I, they turned out really good. They did. I was thinking to myself, I could do that with any kind of taco filling because every time I eat tacos, all my filling falls out on my plate anyway, and I wind up eating the shell by itself most of the time. But that actually worked. Like I said, I wanted something sweet, and I got the ingredients yesterday, and I made me a banana pudding, homemade banana pudding. Piggy liked it. He said it was good.
It is.
It was.
There's no two ways about it.
I will tell you one thing about Restream over StreamYard. It's easier to read the comments on Restream on the laptop. I don't know about on the phone, but on the laptop, it's so much easier to read the comments. I can actually see them without having to get up close and personal. I can sit where I normally sit and I can read the comments. So that's a good thing. And I will apologize now. I will more than likely be doing a lot of coughing tonight for the simple fact that I got a little congestion in there. Yeah, that works too, Chris. But it's just one of the things to where I didn't have to do that with that taco-rito. I just wrapped that sucker all up together and I could eat it no problem. Need to figure out what Monday's video is going to be about. Excuse me. I don't know why I did that. I'm not sleepy. I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy. But I have, Piggy, came in here after I got up. Linda says she's bringing her own fork and spoon to come visit us. Uh, I tell you, love that banana pudding. I don't eat a lot of it anymore because of the milk, but I do love it. But like I said, I got up. I planned on getting up earlier today, and I did get up early. Then I cut my alarm off, and I went back to bed, and I got up at my normal time of 2 o'clock. Did not have my trivia done. Did not have anything set up, and normally it takes me about 4 hours to do trivia, and when I do the pictures and all that, it takes me about 4 hours to get all that done. I got all my trivia done, got all my pictures done, and my live stream set up, and I had it done in about 3.5 to probably right around 3.5 hours. So I did good. So I'm proud of myself on that. And let's see. I'm going to get started here. I know it's a little bit earlier than I normally get started. Trying to think. What was going to say? Oh, I believe it could be the 16th, might be the 18th. I'm not sure exactly which day it is. I know it's either the 16th or the 18th. Is my stepniece's birthday. Piggy and I were invited to her birthday party, and we're not going to be able to go. But she will be 70 years old this year. And yes, my stepsisters and stepbrothers were way older than me. My stepsisters were older than my mama. My stepbrothers were older than my mama. But they're all gone. I don't know, Melinda. She might not be feeling good. Um, that's right, Scotty. Eating tacos just makes a mess. It does, but they're so good. I know Mama Linda hadn't been feeling good, so she may be resting or sleeping. Hey, Avid, how you doing?
Eddie.
Yeah, taco fries sound good. I like tacos. I mean, they're good. Tacos are really good. All right, let's see if I can get this going and get the first picture up here. Like I said, we're learning this. Okay, I need to swap this around somehow. Nope. Hey, there we go. I got a big picture up there. All right, read the first question. Now, again, this is mixed drinks trivia. And by mixed drinks, I mean cocktails, alcoholic.
Alcohol.
This drink is a highball cocktail made with 5 liqueurs: vodka, tequila, rum, gin, and orange liquor mixed together with cola, giving it a brown color. What is it? Huh?
Almost sounded like a Long Island iced tea. I think it's got 7.
Avis says iced tea. Melinda said Long Island tea. Chris says Long Island iced tea. Scotty says Long Island iced tea. Piggy said Long Island iced tea. Well, he said it sounds like a Long Island iced tea. And all of you that said Long Island iced tea have it right. It is a Long Island iced tea. All I know is it's full of booze and I ain't drinking it. Okay. Like I said, this right here is I got to figure out how to do these. Okay. All right. I figured that out. I'm saying, Melinda, there's enough booze in that if it didn't curl your toes and curl your hair and every other part of your body, it'd be a miracle. I tell you, the one thing I'm used to with StreamYard that I'm going to have to get used to with this, or not used to this, I'm used to being able to see the pictures of what's on screen, like in the basement at the bottom. Whereas here, I don't have that. Avid, if a Long Island is made right, I wouldn't be getting up out of the floor. Because it wouldn't matter if it's a half or a whole, Chris. I'd be out of it. And I do mean I would be out of it. Because that's one of them things that I've told y'all I'm a cheap drunk. That's why I don't drink but maybe one or two mixed beverages a year, if that. And I do good to make when I make my own. I do okay because I don't put as much alcohol in them. But when we drank that one, or I drank that one, I should say, when we went out to Outback, it took me an hour to drink it, and I was still wobbly walking out. And you were right, Piggy. It was a Long Island iced tea.
Oh, okay.
And on to number 2. All right, we got to figure this out again, Aline. There we go with that one.
Yeah, they will. They didn't bother me none, though.
Number 2. I was just wondering, because am I that far ahead or that far behind? This is a classic Cuban cocktail made with rum, lime juice, mint, sugar, and club soda. What is it?
Haven't they never did me. I've tried a few. I was like, all right. Of course, I used to have a really high tolerance to alcohol, too. Used to.
Chris like thumbnails. Yeah. Yeah, Chris like thumbnails. I mean, all I have showing on my screen down here is the different options for the screen things, and then the microphone, the camera, and I don't know what all. But I don't have nothing on my thumbnails. Um, Chris says mint julep. Melinda says mojito. Avid says try liquid cocaine. Longcross says mint julep. Avid says mojito. Mint julep is brown color. I don't drink, so I'm guessing I felt loud. Well, the main clue to this particular one is that it is a Cuban cocktail made with white rum, lime juice, mint, sugar, and club soda. With it being a Cuban cocktail, there's only one that I know of that has that classification. There could be more. But it wasn't liquid cocaine, Avid, but years ago when we first got together, we went out with a friend of his. She got him liquid marijuana. Wasn't that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the strongest drink they made there at.
Liquid marijuana.
It was liquid marijuana. It was the strongest drink they made at Electric Cowboys. And
I didn't drink. I used to drink. The Marine Corps had a high alcohol tolerance. It was hard to get me drunk. But after the Marine Corps, I didn't drink. Didn't see no need. She wanted to see me drunk. She must have spent at least $200 trying to get me drunk. I kept feeling sorry for her that she kept spending money trying to get me drunk. So I finally acted like I was getting drunk. I was high, but I wasn't drunk. I was still walking and talking pretty well.
Mm. Yeah, she was
But
getting close to almost the $300 mark that night
well,
on drinks. Yeah.
so I felt sorry for her blowing that much money trying to get me drunk. So I finally started acting like I was a little drunk, so she would feel like she succeeded. I was relaxed,
I was the DD. I was very relaxed.
you know. So she was drunk as all get out by the time it was over with.
Yeah.
I was relaxed. We got back to her house. I leaned back in the chair, closed my eyes, and she was all giddy because she thought she had me there. I was like, no, I'm just resting my eyes. I'm nice and relaxed. But
Okay.
she probably would have spent $1,000 trying to get me drunk. Now there is a way, but I ain't telling.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, Melinda, bartenders have to be very good at their jobs nowadays. They really do. Okay. The answer to number 2 is mojito. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, who was he? Ernest Hemingway used to drink mojitos all the time. That was his drink of choice in the Keys. Alrighty. Remove this one. And we will put up number 3 if we can find number 3. Let's see. Make that one go away. Hey, put that one up there. It constantly puts them up different than I want. Number 3. This classic cocktail was invented in Puerto Rico in 1954 using pineapple juice, rum, and coconut, with crushed ice being optional. What is it? And I will tell you that it is my drink of choice if I'm drinking. Huh? I have several mixed drinks that I like the flavor of, but if I'm making my own, this is what I prefer. Chris says pina colada. Evan says pina colada. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just a yawning. Linda says, oh no, coconut, pina colada. Yeah, Melinda can't have none of them coconut drinks. She's by coconut like Piggy is by chocolate. So we just swap. We'll give her all the chocolate, give Piggy all the coconut.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, I fixed me something to eat earlier and I was stuffed. And I got in here and I started working on my trivia questions. And the longer I sit here, the more I was craving that banana pudding. Tell Piggy, I said, I just want a small bite of it.
Well, you said you just wanted some, but you wasn't sure.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure. I didn't want a whole lot, but
She couldn't decide. So
yeah.
I went in there and got a big helping note, brought it to her, and told her, eat what you want, I'll eat the rest.
And I did eat some of it. I didn't eat a great lot of it, but I did eat some of it.
She got enough to satisfy her taste for it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do my video on for Monday. Yeah, when I've got a friend, excuse me, she's allergic to shrimp and shellfish, and her husband works in restaurants and he deals with seafood and stuff on occasion. And before comes home, he has to literally be the one to put his clothing and stuff in the washer when he's dealt with it. Ward, he has to do all of that to keep her from even touching the remnants of the shellfish, or she'll blow up. Sandy Toes, welcome in, my darling.
Sandy Toes!
Scotty said, it's a Rupert Holmes, laugh out loud. Well, as everybody has said, this is a pina colada. Again, my favorite mixed drink. Love pina coladas. But I'm one of these, I like pineapple and coconut, and that's just me. Okay, now we'll get back to figuring out what I'm doing again, y'all. Again, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to doing things differently on here. Though it's actually working pretty smoothly. All right, we are on to number, I think that's 4. Yeah, this is number 4. And I've never heard of this one before, but it sounds good. This cocktail includes vodka, pineapple juice, blue curacao, and cream of coconut. What is it? I don't know if this is something new. Yeah, Sandy says she's extremely allergic to shellfish. I mean, that's like Piggy with chocolate. He can eat it in 24 hours, he'll be dead. You know, we've gone through it several times. So we know what it does to him. And shellfish, and especially shrimp, will do that to my friend Anita. She's definitely allergic to that stuff. But she doesn't begrudge anyone else eating it. She just doesn't want it around her, and I can't blame her for that. So again, this cocktail includes vodka, pineapple juice, blue curacao, and cream of coconut.
Ring a dang. I bet I know who it is. No, I don't know who it is. From East St. Louis or something.
Yeah, I'm going to take a phone call. Hello? You're live on the air. Who are you? Do you mind being live on YouTube? Hey, are you live or are you Memorex? Are you live or Memorex? You obviously Memorex because you ain't shutting up. Bye.
And that's how she does, folks.
They don't give you a chance to speak. They got somebody that sounds like it's a live person. Don't shut up. They just keep talking over you. Well, I shut them up, hang up on them. All right, let me get back up here and start reading comments again. Y'all, I'm sorry about the interruption.
I found it funny.
Sandy said, look, it's a Blue Lagoon over here. Chris says, no clue. It looks good, though. Avid said, it's Piggy's wood chips after coffee. Okay. Sandy says, I feel incredibly blessed to be able to eat anything I want. That's me, pretty much, Sandy. I mean, I eat pretty much anything. I'm not allergic to any food that I know of. Melinda said, I cheated on this one. Couldn't remember. Blue Lagoon. Abby says Blue Lagoon. Sandy says, this is awesome. Jetro says Blue Lagoon. I did get them, Melinda. It may be a Blue Lagoon, but the name it gave me was not Blue Lagoon. It is called a Jack Frost. I've never heard of it. I've heard of a Blue Lagoon, but I've never heard of a Jack Frost. But that's what it called. It was a Jack Frost. Hey, Jethro. So y'all are probably right with Blue Lagoon. It just may have two different names. I don't know. But let me pull this up and see what it says. Ah, I see the difference. The Jack Frost is made with vodka, pineapple juice, blue curacao, and cream of coconut. The Blue Lagoon is made with vodka, blue curacao, and lemonade. They're actually two totally different drinks. I did not know this. You could probably make a Jack Frost with Jack Daniels, but I went by the actual recipe from the mixed drink. I think it's probably something new, Melinda, because like I said, I'd never heard of one. Now, Blue Lagoon, I've heard of. All right, that works, Sandy. We can always put in new names. Yeah, like I said, I don't drink a lot of mixed drinks. I've heard of some of them. That's why I actually went to the recipe part of it to get the ingredients for it, so that I would know what the name of the drink is. I found the names of the drinks on a different trivia site. Then I actually I Googled the name of the drink to get the ingredients list, because I know there's a lot of drinks out there that look alike, sound alike, but have two totally. One may have a different ingredient or two than the other one does. So that's all I know about them. What number are we on anyway? We are on number 5. I think we're on number 5 anyway. Okay. I need to take this one down. I will tell you this much. Doing the presentation, as far as actually finding the picture to put up and to remove it, is a whole lot easier than on StreamYard. You mash that little plus button and go to presentations, and it's actually got thumbnails that you can look at to see which one you're on. And it tells you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, or however you have it listed.
I tell you, you're already sold on Restream.
I like Restream. I like certain aspects of it. I'll have to get used to the different in StreamYard and Restream. But what I'm seeing of it right this moment, I like quite a bit.
She'll be using Restream, folks.
Yeah, I will be using Restream. But
she likes it better than StreamYard.
Yeah, there's aspects of it.
She'll go 10 miles around the question you ask.
Yeah. I like the chat in that I can read the chat. Haven't even read the question yet. And Chris has already given me an answer of old fashioned. Well, let me read the question here. It says, this classic cocktail includes whiskey, bitters, simple syrup, and fruit. What is it? Excuse me, y'all. Jethro said he loves Restream too. I think after getting used to it, since this is my first time using it, I will have to get used to it. But I think once I get used to it, I'm really going to like it. And again, I do apologize. I will probably do a lot of coughing, sneezing, hacking, whatever. Lori's prepping for heaven. Welcome in.
Lori.
Abbott says old fashioned. Since it's upside down pineapple apple juice, though it looks like a whiskey sour. Yeah, Jethro, you do with StreamYard. I forgot about that, but then I didn't have to worry about it because I did what, maybe 6 hours a month, 6 to 8 hours a month is all I would do on on StreamYard. So I didn't know, and this will allow me to do more should I choose to do so. Jethro says old fashioned. Lori likes Restream. Lori says old fashioned like me. Chris, he's had a few of those. I'm having to scroll back up. I'm sorry. My screen went on that. And it is an old fashioned, yeah. I've never had one, but I've heard of them for quite a long time. If I think about it, it is a very popular drink throughout time. All right, let's see what the next one's going to bring. I know I was talking earlier about my niece's 70th birthday coming up, and they are doing a 50s themed birthday for her. Uh, it is they're doing a 50s diner themed birthday for, and I would love to go, but Piggy and I aren't going to be able to go. And I bought her a card to send to her. I thought that was a pretty card on the front. I had to have Piggy read it to me because the font's so small and everything. But it was the only one they had for her 70th birthday. That's why I got it. My only other choices for birthday cards were for mama, wife, daughter. Uh, they had one for niece, but it didn't fit. And but yeah, I'm gonna have to. I want to wish her a happy birthday. She got to come to our wedding years ago. Chris said Mel's Diner. Well, it's going to be Audie's Diner, but yeah, same thing, same aspect of that. I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well, Jethro. I tell you, if this crud ever leaves me, I might be feeling good. Yeah, it's just like something going around. Thank you, Melinda. Since the 70 is a great age. I think it is. 70 used to be old. Now it's like the new middle age. There's so many people that I figure if you're going to work till you're 70, might as well be considered middle aged. And a lot of people that we know are living into their 80s, 90s, way up to 100. And then again, there's some that ain't. But anyway, they either are or they ain't. But anyway, we're on number 6. Number 6. This classic cocktail is made with orange juice and champagne or sparkling wine, be your choice. What is it? This is one of them brunch kind of drinks.
Looks like orange juice.
Well, it's orange juice and champagne or sparkling wine, whichever you choose.
Ugh, that sounds gross.
Chris, I used to joke and ask if anyone can feel me to see if I feel good.
I've had champagne. Ugh.
Melinda says mimosa. Avid says mimosa. Chris says mimosa. Sandy Toast says tis fuzzy orange juice. Or fizzy orange juice, excuse me. Tis fizzy orange juice. Jetro says mimosas. Sandy's got it right there, fizzy orange juice. Yeah. But I love you got it right with mimosa. Melinda says nasty. I'll say nasty. I don't like champagne, wine, any of that. I mean, if you like wine, that's your thing, more power to you. You're a better person than I am. I can't do wine because it tastes like rotten fruit. Don't like champagne. If I want bubbles up my nose, I'll drink soda pop. I mean, that's just. I mean, I know it's carbonated sugar, but it's better than rotten fruit bubbles. That's all I can say. And I agree with Lori and Melinda on that nasty, and it's ew. It is ew. But it's a very popular brunch drink. It just ain't popular in this house. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Never had it, but I've heard of it since I was a kid. Lori says she's not a fan of wine either. Okay, I understand that. I'm not a fan of wine. Number 7. Though the name sounds racy, the cocktail itself is very simple to make. It includes vodka, peach schnapps, pineapple juice, cranberry juice, and orange juice. What is it?
I know that one. It's something on the beach.
Like I said, I've never had one of these. And don't know if it'd be good or not. But
I think its main selling point is its name.
yeah.
If is what I think it is.
Well, its main selling point is its name. That's where it got its popularity, is its name. Because the drink is, this is what the thing said about it. It said the main selling point, or the reason it's so popular is because of the name, because the drink itself is mediocre. And that's what it said.
Sex on the beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's exactly what made it popular.
Yep. The name is where it's at. Okay. Okay, for some reason my chat stopped. I don't know what's going on with this. Let me see if it'll refresh my page. Cancel that. Okay. Pop my chat back out again. Okay, here we go. Okay. Sandy says, I feel like the only unfancy person here. I have no idea what these are. Chris says, Rum Runner. Lori said, Sex on the Beach. Sandy says, hard hitting orange Gatorade. Jetro says, Sex on the Beach. Avid says, Sex on the Beach. Melinda, Sex on the Beach. Lori says, another ooh. Says, I never had one, but with all those nasty liquors, I never wanted to laugh out loud. Y'all are correct. Piggy's correct. It is Sex on the Beach.
Well, that's a sure funny way of seeing it.
Oh, man.
Don't look like none I've ever seen. Of course, I ain't never seen none on the beach, no how.
Okay, this is why would someone want sand in place where it don't belong? Laugh out loud.
Right?
I'm saying, Avid, I'm saying. But yeah, that's what they call this drink is sex on the beach, and that's why it's so popular. It's because of that name. I'm gonna be honest with you. I always thought it was a blue drink. I didn't realize it was a red looking drink. I thought it was blue. All right, we're gonna put number 8 at. Jetro said even though he's not feeling it, he's on fire. Okay. Linda said yes, and it's bad enough to get between your toes. Oh man, sand in your, on your, I can't handle that. Number 8. This drink is a classic Kentucky Derby cocktail with bourbon, sugar, mint, and crushed ice. What is it? Oh my. Yeah, I'm having to get caught up with the chat. It freezes up. That's one bad thing about chat. It seems to freeze up. Sandy Toast says exfoliant added. And Lori says mint julep. Chris says mint julep. Oh Lord Avid, that's funny. So did Piggy blow his nose in the glass? Sandy says
Does kind of look like that, don't it?
Sandy said after dinner mint. Melinda said mint julep. Lori said never had one of them either. Laugh out loud.
Avid, if I was ever presented one of those after what you said, I don't think I could drink it.
Avid says mint julep. Jetro says mint julep. Shut that down for a minute. I'm gonna start shutting my chat down every so often and bring it back up. Keep it from freezing up, hopefully. But y'all are all correct. This is a mint julep. It is the cocktail to have if you go to the Kentucky Derby. But then again, I ain't never gonna go to the Kentucky Derby because I don't feel like dressing up in them big floppy hats and fancy clothes. Oh man. Chris said horse race was today. I think it's possible. I used to work at the racetrack in Paducah. Concessions and tickets. I liked it. Lori said Belmont Stakes. Oh man. I don't mind the horse racing too much. Was working there at the track in Paducah one day, and this one horse, man, it got away from the jockey, and it went all the way around that track. I said, that horse is going to win. They said, no, it ain't. It's done blown itself out. It's not going to win. And it says to activate channel, please enable channels. Channels is enabled. Okay. I'm only allowed so much chat. I have no. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with that. We'll take that down and we'll bring it back up in a minute. But everybody that was going to vote for that horse, anyway, they stopped voting for it and voted on a different one. And I told them that horse is going to win. Sure enough, that horse won, y'all. It won. It come in first, and it was like 2 lengths ahead of the second place horse. They couldn't believe it. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I'm on number 9, aren't I? Okay, do this. Take this one down. I've done removed it from the one screen. Y'all, I know I talk to myself when I do stuff. I apologize. And I'll pull the chat back up in just a minute. Hopefully it'll let me. There we go. It might let me go on with some more. All right. Number 9. This classic cocktail is made with white and dark rum, orange curacao, lime juice, and orgeat. Orgeat. What is it? I need to look up and see what that is. I've never heard of orgeat. Okay, it's a syrup. Orgeat syrup is an almond flavored syrup with orange flower water used in drinks and desserts. I learned something new, y'all. Lori said something sunset. Santo said, this has to be a whiskey sour. I have to get one right. I said later, getting ready to clock out and head home to get ready for 8 p.m. All right, Avid, you have a good evening and be safe going home. Mama Bear Christine, hello, my darling. You're not late. You're right on time.
Mama Bear.
Chris says Manhattan.
How you doing, youngin?
Sandy says, okay, I'm so wrong. All right, read it one more time. Classic cocktail is made with white and dark rum, orange curacao, lime juice, and orgeat. What is it? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an M. Ends with an I. 2 words. Jetro says Hawaiian sunset. Oh, by those. Sandy says another weird tasting orange juice. Probably is. I've actually heard of this one before. Never really tried it. This is actually called a Mai Tai. Mai Tai cocktail. Yeah, well, it's not a tequila sunrise. It's a Mai Tai. And like I said, this is one I've actually heard of. Oh, boy. I think the main difference between, well, no, because tequila sunrise, is it sunrise or sunset? Let's see. Yeah, the tequila sunrise has maraschino cherry juice, I think, or grenadine, something like that in it. And this one doesn't. But this is also made with rum, where the other one was made with tequila. That's a Mai Tai, Lori. I've never had a Mai Tai, but I've had a Bahama Mama. And I'm not real fond of the Bahama Mamas. Yeah, Chris, I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it. It looked good. Melinda, what it's supposed to be and what to do, sometimes they don't do that. They put it in whatever glass they have. Hey, that's right, Sandy Toes. Me and you both. Though I hadn't saved any money, mine went to pay bills. The category is mixed drinks, and it is adult mixed drinks, by the way, as an alcoholic. And we are on number 10. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Three, the next three I've never heard of before I was looking them up. So I'm going to see if anybody else has heard of them. Okay. Let's go to. Okay, first I'm going to take that one down before I hit it again. Okay. All right. Number 10. This classic cocktail is made with gin, maraschino, lemon, and creme de violet. To hear the name, it sounds like you might be going flying instead of drinking. What is it?
What's that made out of?
It is made with gin, maraschino, lemon, and creme de violet. The creme de violet is a purple or lavender looking cream, violet cream, because it's made from violets.
Looks like something the Cyclones from Battlefield Earth would drink.
Let's see, where am I at? Okay.
Any of y'all know anything about that? Y'all know what I mean.
I know nothing in it. Hey. Chris is pre-guessing. Harvey Wallbanger, haha. Lori says Pink Lady, question mark. Sandy Toast says Great Bubblegum. Mom Bear says, well, I fell off. Lori said, okay, not a Pink Lady, laugh out loud. Chris says Purple Passion. Melinda said Purple Aviator. Lori said, yes, I bet that's it. It is not called a Purple Aviator. The name is just Aviator. Never heard of it. But that was the list of ingredients for it, for the Aviator. And I don't know if there's a different Aviator out there, but that's what they said the name of this was, and that was the list of ingredients for it. So it is called an Aviator. Lori said, definitely not a Harvey. Laugh out loud. No, not a Harvey. It's an Aviator. Sandy Toast said, something that flies. It's the bird. Close enough. Like I said, I'd never heard of it. I'd never heard of that creme de violet stuff that goes in it. So I had to look that stuff up. And it said it was made from actual violets. Have no idea. That's why it's purple. That's right, Lori. Word is the bird. Bird is the word. Hmm. Yep, that's it. The bird is the word. Though in my case, it'd be the word is the bird, but you know. Oh, me. Let me remove that. I didn't mean to hit that just yet. Hey, not everybody knows Jethro. Not a problem, Mama Bear. I totally understand. Linda said Chris got me thrown off with purple. Sandy, I'm going to be honest with you. I mentioned earlier that Piggy and I had gone out with a friend of his to a bar in Chattanooga. It's called Electric Cowboy. It's not there anymore. And this was back when we first started going together. So back in 2013, and even that's 12 years ago. And 12 years ago, these drinks were $15, $20 a piece in the bar. You can only imagine what they are now. And we know, have heard of people going out, 3, 4, and 5 times a week. And even if it's just for one or two drinks, and then they go out on weekends and have multiple drinks. I don't say, well, bills don't get paid. That's how they do it. A lot of them, they have problems with their credit, and because it's just simply one of them things to where you spend all your money on stuff like that, you don't have the money to pay your bills. That's why if I'm going to drink, I'm going to go to the liquor store and buy it and bring it home and make my own. And for what I pay for one bottle, it's what most people pay for one drink. Well, I drink water, and I do pay for it through the water company, but I also buy water flavoring to put in it. But for about $10, I have enough water flavoring to last me for about a month, month and a half. Yeah, Jethro, depending on what you get as far as the drink, you get top shelf, you're paying $50, $60, upwards of $150 a drink, depending on the actual product. But I do know that because there's a couple of bartenders I watch uh, their videos on, and they talk about the different uh, vodkas. They have like a house vodka, and then they have another, or a tequila or whatever. And if you're getting top shelf, one shot of top shelf can be anywhere from $30 up, or like I said, $150, depending on the name brand.
What, vodka?
It don't matter what it is: vodka, whiskey, tequila, gin, whatever the name is, as long as it's on that top shelf.
Anything, top shelf, anything.
Yeah.
Cost you out the butt.
Yeah. Yeah, Melinda. Yeah. Well, that one drink that I got at Outback, it was like $8 and something just for a glass about this tall and maybe about that big around. $8 each for frozen margaritas. That's actually pretty reasonable on that, because you go to a Mexican restaurant around here and you order a margarita, you're looking at close to $9 to $10 just for a small. And if you want the regular size, it's about 12 to 15. So yeah, drinks are expensive. That's why for me and Piggy, if we go out to eat, if he wants one, we have to. I took a picture off, y'all. I shouldn't take it off. I'll have to pull it back up.
Her eyesight doesn't allow her to drive as well, so I don't if we're out.
Right.
And at that price, we just buy the makings and we can have plenty for a lot less.
Yeah. And so that's what we do. If we want to drink, we drink at home, pretty much. Now that was a special occasion for me and Piggy for our anniversary, and the whole time we've been together. So we've been together, married for 10, been together.
I can probably count on one hand how many times she's had a drink.
I'm talking about outside of the house at a restaurant or anything.
Including that.
One time. Since we've been together.
That's what I'm saying, including that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe it would take two hands, but I'm thinking one hand.
Yeah. Well, since we've been together, me drinking out at a restaurant, that's the only time since we've been together.
That's the first time I know of.
Now, at a friend's house where we're not going anywhere, yes, a few times I've had some Mike's Hard Lemonade or the dark cherry lemonade or something like that, or a Smirnoff Ice. But that was at a friend's house where I could drink something and go to bed. And I've drank a few drinks here. But I'm not a drinker. I never have been. Yeah, Chris, give me a Coke right there. If I'm going to pay for something, I want to be able to have that sucker refilled. Let me pull that down. I'm having to shut my chat down every so often so I'll be able to read. If you want discount, eat at Mexican restaurant. Our Mexican restaurants don't offer senior discounts, but during happy hour, you can get a discount for happy hour. Sandy, I used to drink water at restaurants all the time, and it got to the point I started having real bad sore throats from it. And I don't drink their water anymore at restaurants because I don't know. Just give me the chemicals that's going to kill me anyway because I don't want it to be the water. Okay, let's see. We are on number 11. And again, this is one I've never heard of. Let me change that around. Okay. This cocktail is made with 1 part gin, 1 part vermouth Rosso, and 1 part Campari with an orange peel garnish. Reread that.
Campari?
This cocktail is made with 1 part gin, 1 part vermouth Rosso, and 1 part Campari, Campari, with an orange peel garnish. What is it? Now, I might have been pronouncing that wrong. I don't know. Yep, Chris, we're on 11 of 15. Yeah, Melinda, I like free too. Yeah, Lori, I used to do that, but since I'm using my Restream on the same page, or the same browser as I do my YouTube, I decided not to do that tonight, and I'm looking and I can read this really well versus what I could on Restream. I'm not Restream, but on StreamYard. That's right, Sandy. Preserve it. It's chemical preservation. Sandy says, looks like straight red cordial. Lori said, no clue. Chris says, sweet and sour. Linda said, oh, shoot, that's Italian drink. I had never heard of it. It is named after an Italian man. I can tell you that. That much I know. I just can't remember what he did. Let me pull it up and let me see if I can tell you what he did.
That looks like food coloring. Looks like a vampire drink.
Yeah. Uh, last night or earlier today, I found it and I was talking about. It was named after and everything. Now I can't find that page. Oh, here we go. Is it? No, that's not it. Okay. Anyway, Jetro says red cordial. Linda said Capone. Sandy says, do you guys not have red cordial in the U.S.? Um, Possible. I don't know, Sandy. Like I said, I'm not much of a drinker, so I don't know. It's not a Capone, Melinda. This drink is called a Negroni. Negroni. Never heard of it. But I know it's named after an Italian named Negroni. That much I do know. Lori said Al Capone might be. Nope, not an Al Capone. It isn't. It is a Negroni named after an Italian man with the last name Negroni. I mean, it sounds interesting. Let me see. Yeah, I love being able to look up stuff while we're doing this. Red cordial is a sweet beverage often made from fruits like red currants and raspberries. Mixing water, sugar, and fruit like raspberries or red currants. Red cordial can be enjoyed on its own, mixed with soda, or used in cocktails. It's possible something I have no idea. I will say what I read about it, Sandy, it sounds interesting. When I hear the word cordial, I'm thinking chocolate covered cherries. So, and I don't eat them much anymore. I'll do the white almond bark covered cherries. Those are good. Piggy likes it when I make those.
What's that?
Those white covered cherries.
Oh yeah.
Those are good.
Whenever you use that almond bark to make anything covered. Oh man. There's good peanut butter or cherries or
Yeah.
just
Chris,
the almond bark done up itself.
Chris said Kool-Aid. Yep, these drinks all have alcohol.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is number 12. Lemonade and iced tea is an Arnold Palmer. What is it called when you add vodka to it? Okay, so lemonade and iced tea is an Arnold Palmer, which I love. What is it called when you add vodka to it?
Depending on the amount probably knocked on your butt. The thing about vodka, you won't really feel it sitting down. Go to get up after you've had some.
And as we know, or I hope we all know, Arnold Palmer is a famous golfer. If you add vodka to an Arnold Palmer, You get another famous golfer. Chris says John Daly. Sandy says Long Island iced tea. That was number one, Sandy. Excuse me. Doing my coughing thing again. Not Jethro, not Long Island iced tea. That was number one. This is actually named after a golfer. Melinda said Tiger Woods. He is a golfer. John Daly's a golfer. Sandy said, dang it, I'm still losing on these dang drinks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. It is named after a golfer who is known for having a drinking problem. And Chris got it right. It is a John Daly. You add vodka to an Arnold Palmer and you get a John Daly. I did not know that until I was doing these questions today. I will drink an Arnold Palmer. I'm not going to try drinking a John Daly. Oh, wait. Chris said Robert Palmer? Now, you got it right with John Daly, Chris. Lori said Jack Nicklaus. I don't remember Jack Nicklaus being known for drinking. I know John Daly was known for drinking. And the only reason I know that is my mama used to watch golf. She loved Tiger Woods. And there was another one she really liked.
Tiger Woods was great.
Yeah, there was another one she really liked. Ernie somebody. I can't think of his last name.
I don't know that one.
But while she watched them, that was when John Daly became known for his excessive drinking. Whether he drinks now or not, I don't know. Sandy, an Arnold Palmer is a half and half. It's half lemonade, half sweet tea. And it is very good. It's like a lemon tea, but it's a half lemonade, half iced tea. And I love them. If they are on a restaurant's menu, I will get it. If they serve lemonade, I will order one. I will order. I will ask them if I can get half lemonade, half tea. Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I mean, he's a great golfer. From what I understand, it's just he had a little bit of nip problem. But there's a lot of people got a nip problem. Yeah, Arnold Palmers are great. Piggy and I used to make them here for me and Piggy. I have no idea what Tiger done. I just know he messed up his life, and more power to him. He's trying to get it straightened out and all that other good stuff. But yeah, the drink Arnold Palmer is very good. Like I said, half lemonade, half sweet tea. Uh, it's nice and refreshing on a summer day. But I know Outback serves something similar. They call it an Aussie Palmer with half lemonade, half tea, and it's good. But yeah, that's a good drink. I ain't never tried the John Daly, so I don't know if it's any good or not. Number 13. Let's see where we're at here. I've actually heard of this one, but I didn't know what it was. This 1920s cocktail is made by mixing gin with fresh lemon juice and your choice of Cointreau or Combière. I hope I pronounced those right. With an optional dash of egg white. Again, excuse me. This 1920s cocktail is made by mixing gin with fresh lemon juice and your choice of Cointreau, it's Cointreau, or Camber, Combier, with an optional dash of egg whites. What is it? That's been a while, Chris. Chris said a slow gin fizz. I'm going to look these two words up because I've never heard of them. Okay, Cointreau is a French liqueur. That's about all it told me. Colorless orange flavored triple sec liqueur. This Cointreau. Okay. Lori said, dang it, I can't remember the name of it. Lori said, that's it. Sandy Toe says, White Lady. Nana drank these. Melinda said, Gin Fizz. Jethro says, White Lady. Lori said, fancy liquors. Yeah, they're fancy liquors, all right, because I ain't never heard of them. But y'all be proud of Sandy. She got it right. It is White Lady. I'd never heard of this. I mean, I've heard the name and the term White Lady. I just didn't know what it referred to as far as a drink. They say it gets its name from the color because it reminds people of an extremely pale lady's face. Country. Okay. But yeah, it is called a white lady. Now, it might be a gin fizz here. I don't know. But they said 1920s it is called a white lady. I don't know if the name changed. But I'm happy for you, for you, Sandy. You got it. I have no idea, Lori. If let me see what they say about slow gin fizz. Okay, so this is a slow gin fizz or a gin fizz. Excuse me, a gin fizz and a white lady both have egg whites. That's how they're similar. Yep, Jethro got it right too. All right, Sandy, I want my darling. We only got two left. All right, where'd you go? Okay. Yeah, my screen's freezing up again. Okay, here we go. That seems to be an issue with this one too. It freezes up a little bit. But we are learning. This is a learning curve for me, y'all. Okay, go ahead and get this one up there. Flop it around. Number 14. This cocktail, though sounding sweet by name, is actually sour. It is made with vodka, triple sec, simple syrup, and the juice of a yellow citrus fruit. What is it? If I ate egg whites on anything like that, I want it on my nanner pudding so I can brown it. Make them,
Right?
make a meringue out of it.
Meringue.
Mm-hmm.
Merengue.
A meringue. Jethro said, I don't drink. Yep. Hey, sometimes just general knowledge, things you hear. I tell Piggy all the time, I have a lot of useless knowledge up here. And then it turns out to be not quite so useless. All right, again, this cocktail, though sounding sweet by name, is actually sour. It is made with vodka, triple sec, simple syrup, and the juice of a yellow citrus fruit. What is it? Sandy Toad said lemon juice with a salt rim. Or said I can't remember this one. It sucks getting old. I understand. I truly understand. Melinda said lemon margarita, all ingredients. Oh, limoncello. Chris said vodka sour. Jethro said margarita, salt rim. Lori said margarita, maybe. All great answers. But it's called a lemon drop. I could see limoncello probably being the closest to it, but it is called a lemon drop. I've heard of them, never had one. No, I would drink one. It sounded good. Yeah, Melinda's really good about doing the drinks. That's why I said that limoncello sounded like it would be closest to a lemon drop. Very close, but it's made by limoncello is made by macerating the lemon peels, where the lemon drop uses the actual fresh lemon juice. Yeah, margaritas are made with tequila. It does, don't it, Sandy? Oh, I love the lemon drop candies. Oh, lemon heads, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I love lemon candy. But for many years, I could not eat lemon candy. I think I told you about that. I had a birthday cake that was a lemon cake with lemon icing and lemon candy on it. At a time in my life where I could not stand lemon. So I was an adult before I ate lemon much again. It just, oh, that was nasty. Twas nasty. All right, take the lemon drop down. Last one. Number 15, y'all. This cocktail, which originated in Jamaica, is named after a hotel in Charleston, South Carolina. Its ingredients are rum, lime juice, and sugarcane. What is it? Chris is anything lemon I love. Oh, I do too now. Oh yeah, lemon meringue pie, one of the best. Piggy's all-time favorite dessert that I make is a lemon berry crisp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he likes it even better than the nanner pudding.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I have to admit it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one I invented for myself for a birthday one year. Because I did not want cake. Sandy says the dead carrot.
The thing about it is, once it was discovered, I can't have chocolate. It wasn't the end of the world. It was the opening of a door into a whole new world.
That's it right there. We learned there's a lot of things out there that don't got chocolate in them, didn't we, Piggy?
That are even better.
Yeah.
I don't even miss chocolate now. Yeah.
Chris said no clue on this one. Sandy said the dead carrot. Jeff says he loves lemon flavored cough drops. I've got to probably like them better than the cherry ones, that's for sure. I like the lemon honey cough drops. All right, number 15 again. This cocktail, which originated in Jamaica, is named after a hotel in Charleston, South Carolina. Its ingredients are rum, lime juice, and sugarcane. What is it? I've actually heard of the drink. I just didn't know the specifics on it. So, what ingredients? It is made with rum, lime juice, and sugarcane. It has a two-word name, and the initials are P and P. Swap those back around. Melinda said, I give up. It is Planter's Punch. Planter's Punch. Like I said, I've heard of it for years. Didn't know what was in it. Yep, Chris, Planter's Punch. Like I said, I've heard of it. I've heard of a lot of these. I told you when I hadn't heard of it. Learned about them today. But for me, that was something new. Oh my. Yeah, it is 8:30 something. Sandy said, never heard of it. Linda said the PP drink makes you tinkle. Linda, I'll give you a hint. And a little point of fact, all them drinks will make you tinkle. Some more than others. Oh, my. Never would have guessed that one. Uh, y'all, I've had fun this evening. At least I didn't have to worry about my phone shutting down and my screen going black and everything just doing its own thing. You did pretty good, Jethro. Did pretty good. But I'm proud to say that made it through without too many glitches. And what glitches I had, it's me getting used to the new system I'm doing here with Restream. And hopefully next week will be a little bit better. Piggy, I think, is going to try doing Restream on his phone tomorrow, so we're going to see how that goes. Well, I'm glad you learned something tonight, Chris. I learn something every time I do one of these things. I do. Or said Johnny is doing a live about how to improve your YouTube video. Okay. Well, anybody interested? Is he doing it tonight? If yes, they can go there. Well, thank you, Miss Lori. I know a lot of times some of these topics, aren't to everyone's, or I should say, are not everyone's cup of tea. But different people like different things, and at being a food channel,
it's just trivia.
Yeah, like I said, being a food channel, I try to focus on everything food and beverage.
Drinks are part of dinners.
Yeah, so hopefully it works out. And we all learn something.
Not about being a drunkard. It's about enjoying different drinks with different meals.
Oh, thank you, Sandy Toes. We love having you in here. Melinda said, "Yep, she learned she don't want to bartend anymore." And Chris has got a new nickname, Wax Lips. Okay, Lori said he's on now. Anybody interested in Johnny's live stream, please go ahead. Oh, Lori, I did too. I love trivia. When I did the Halloween candy trivia, I remember that. Okay. But again, Piggy's going to try to do Restream tomorrow on his phone. We'll see how that works.
You'll have to help me get it on there, maybe on the computer too.
Yeah, we'll get Piggy set up, and we'll probably do that here in a little bit so he can get, how do I say, he can learn the system, in other words.
See, maybe that way I can have the phone closer to me, and I can do those green screens, and it won't look so funky.
Yeah. Well, this offers a different background if you want to use one. I mean, that's a good thing.
For me.
Yeah.
Green screens.
Yeah. But it is going on 8:40 our time. So I will say thank y'all so much for watching. Oh, that's great. I try to do stuff all over, for everybody. So it'd be anybody welcome. Being able to share the things that we have here with everybody else is really helpful too. And I like learning about different cultures. So if I'm sharing something from somewhere outside the United States, be assured I don't know anything about it. I'm just learning like everybody else. And Sandy, I do thank you for that because I love to share what I know and what I've learned. And hopefully next week I can come up with an even better topic. We can go forward. But again, I thank you so much for joining us, being with us, putting up with my learning curve here. And don't know yet what my videos are going to be about next week, but hopefully they'll be good. So y'all have a great weekend. We love y'all. Goodbye.